In New Hampshire, a 61-year-old single grandfather had returned home to find his home had been burglarized and spotted the burglar climbing out the window of a neighbor's home. Now, the man yelled freeze before firing his gun into the ground, then held the robber at gunpoint until the police arrived. When the police got there, they arrested the 61-year-old, seized his pistol that he had, plus his collection of 7 rifles, and now is facing a felony charge, the same potential prison sentence as the burglar. What? Come on, man. Really? We are not legally allowed to defend our property, stop a thief, and detain him until the police arrive? These turds have lost their mind. Story after story after story. Every day are home invasions, families getting robbed, raped, murdered for the things in their home. 9/11 operators telling seniors to put down their guns when crackheads are coming through their window, arresting people for defending their homes. I tell you what, try coming through my family's window and you're getting hit with a 180 grain Hydroshock hollow point from my 40 caliber. Period. Try and tell us that we can't defend our families and property. These turds have lost their mind. The GOP candidates clashed in a heated debate Wednesday night. I'm gonna say it. Ron Paul is the man. And this is my opinion. Most people call this foreign policy isolationism. Wrong. It's all about getting back to this country. How in the world can we help anyone else when we can't help ourselves? Huh? Do you realize how much money we would save that would help us get back on our feet with this one simple move? Huh? Do you realize how much safer we would be? How much stronger our nation would be? Do you really believe that bombing civilians in other countries in the name of basically fighting crime makes us safer? No, not at all. In fact, it makes us more enemies. I came to tell, I bet you would have wanted to stay out of World War II also and let Hitler win. Who do you think funded Hitler in the first place? Look it up. Do you realize that this man wants to defend your freedom more than anyone else and has proven so through decades, not years, but decades of consistency following the Constitution down to the T? Look it up. He wants the government out of our personal life, let the states decide state business, keeping our jobs here and our resources, kicking the elite turds in the balls for all of their foolery that put us in the position we're in today. Huh? All of these other turds are just more of the same that has proven not to work. You know, if you support someone else, that's fine. We don't have to hate each other because of it. It's okay. We can agree to disagree. That's the beauty of a free society, right? Huh? The CIA boss says Iran will attack the Statue of Liberty. What? Really? Oh man, like we would believe anything that the CIA says in the first place. Can anyone recall a time when the CIA told us something that was true? Huh? A suicide bomber was arrested by the FBI in Washington, D.C. last week who was in the process of carrying out a bombing attack. Come on, man. Here we go again. FBI undercover agents find some kid with no resources but extremist views, pumps him up saying that they're Al-Qaeda, and plans his attack using fake explosives and a fake MAC-10, and lets him drive all the way to D.C. where they arrest him. How many times are they going to do this same thing? Remember the warehouse with a few people that they found off that were ticked at the government, gave them some money and some weed to plant a few fake bombs at synagogues so that they could display how much danger we're all in? What about the underwear bomber changed the channel? This kid was on the terrorist watch list, doesn't have a passport, so this other guy, a sharp-dressed man, talks him into letting this cat on the plane in the first place. Pop, bizzle, schmo, fake explosive. Again, doesn't it raise an eyebrow that all these terror plots are created and assisted by the FBI and CIA using people who don't have the resources to do such a thing on terrorist watch lists? And for the most part, these cats aren't all there. That each of these incidents pushes more spending on things like naked body scanners, who those same turds in charge are heavily invested in. Wake up, people. It's like the ATS Fast and Furious sham, giving thousands of guns to drug cartels to see where they end up. Hey, I can tell you where. The drug cartels. All they're doing is making work for themselves. DEA allowing tons of drugs into the U.S. from those same cartels so they can get information about rival drug cartels. I can give you some information about them. They're drug dealers, hence is the label drug cartel. Making work for themselves. And at the end of the day, it's all about keeping that money wheel rolling. Now I know it, they know it, and by now you should know it. What is it that makes us believe all this yada yada that these fools spin? Is it the high arsenic levels in our food, fluoride in our water, hygiene products and pharmaceuticals, breathing the nasty industrial waste in our air, the everyone passes philosophy of our educational system, the social norm conditioning by our television in Hollywood, consumption of GMOs, BGH, MSG, aspartame, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, fertilizers, antibiotics, ripening agents, colorings, preservatives, hydrogenated oils, benzene, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Truth of the matter is that we are bombarded with a whole arsenal of things that are bad for us every moment of every day, and I think it's just dumbing everyone down. I am left with no other conclusion, people. Why else would such non-logic prevail? Something to think about. I've changed the channel, and I'm out. These turds have lost their mind again. Huh?